Mahabharata, Episode 1, The Beginning, Simple and Easy Story. A long time ago, in ancient India, there was a very great story. This story is called the Mahabharata. It is one of the biggest stories in the whole world. The Mahabharata was written by a wise man. His name was Vyasa. Vyasa was not only wise, he was also a saint and a poet. Vyasa wanted to write this big story. But the story was very long. It had thousands and thousands of lines. Vyasa knew he could not write it alone. So Vyasa prayed to Lord Brahma, the creator. He asked for help. Brahma said, "Vyasa, you should ask Lord Ganesha to write for you. You can speak, and he will write down your words." Vyasa was happy with this advice, so he prayed to Lord Ganesha, the god with an elephant head. Vyasa meets Ganesha. Ganesha appeared before Vyasa. Vyasa said, "O Lord Ganesha, please help me. I will speak the story of Mahabharata. You can write it down for me." Ganesha agreed, but he gave one condition. He said, "Vyasa, I will write only if you speak without stopping. If you stop, I will not wait. You must keep talking all the time." Vyasa thought for a moment. Then he smiled. He gave his own condition. Vyasa said, "O Ganesha, I also have one condition. You must understand every line before you write it. You cannot write without understanding." Ganesha agreed. Both of them were happy. The writing of Mahabharata. Now Vyasa started to tell the great story. His words were powerful. His voice was full of energy. Ganesha listened carefully and wrote everything down. Sometimes Vyasa spoke in very deep and difficult words. These words made Ganesha think. When Ganesha was busy thinking, Vyasa got some time to rest. This way, Vyasa was able to complete the huge story. The Mahabharata became one of the greatest books ever. It had more than 1,00,000 verses. It was bigger than the Ramayana. It was even bigger than the Bible or the Quran in size. What is inside the Mahabharata? The Mahabharata is not just one story. It has many stories inside it. It talks about kings, queens, princes, and battles. It talks about love, hate, jealousy, and friendship. It also teaches us about truth and dharma, which means duty and righteousness. The most important part of the Mahabharata is the story of two families. They were brothers, but they became enemies. These families were the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The whole Mahabharata tells how these two families fought for a great kingdom. It ends with a big war. That war is called the Kurukshetra War. The importance of the story. But remember, the Mahabharata is not only about war. It is about life. It teaches us how people should live. It teaches us about honesty, courage, and wisdom. It also shows how greed, anger, and pride can destroy families. Inside the Mahabharata, there is also the Bhagavad Gita. This is a holy book of the Hindus. In it, Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna about duty and devotion. It is one of the most important spiritual books in the world. The first episode ends. So, the first part of the Mahabharata is about how Vyasa told the story. It tells how Ganesha wrote it down. And it tells us that this book is not an ordinary book. It is a book of wisdom, history, and truth. From this beginning, we enter into the great story of kings, battles, and destiny. The journey of the Mahabharata starts